in the mind of blank. Now, did I just reuse the intro from last time and it's the same footage? Yes, but you gotta think about it, bro. It's a series, so like I can do this for at least the intro, bro. At least the intro, right? So I put up a poll, and overwhelmingly y'all wanted to see Moonknight. But as some of the people in that exact post commented, bro, Moonknight players don't think about anything, bro. There's nothing going on in there, right? And to double down on that, there's not even a lot of Moonknight players. Most of them just like flex to Moonknight. There's not a lot of people main Moonknight. So this in the mind is going to be a little differently. There's still going to be an interview. I'm still going to discuss the character, where he's at in the meta, how he should get buffed, nerfed, what they do. But also I'm going to be simulating the character, and y'all going to see what I mean right when the video starts. But before we get into that, I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of February. Channel support's been great recently. Yesterday I went to the Destroy Lonely concert. Join the Discord if you want to see that. Show us fire, and you know, we up, bruh. Now, the first thing we are going to discuss is why does nobody main Moonknight? Because there's a lot of people who play him. They could secondary him. They could just swap him. They could flex to him because he's a really good pick. But not a lot of people main him. Even the Lord profile pictures don't really main Moonknight.
Get out of my head.
They really just like play him a lot because he's always a good pick. But if you ask them who their main is, they probably want to say Moonknight, right? And I think the number one reason is because he's extremely easy. And I think the easier the character is, the lower skill ceiling is gonna make players not want to get good with them. You feel me? They're gonna make them not exactly want to play him and push him to his limits. Alright, bro, I'm done with this bit. I know y'all couldn't focus on anything I was actually saying. And you know what's crazy? That was actually the light version, because I was gonna say Ankh like every 10 seconds because they just be spamming Ankh off cooldown, but I said not to. But back to actual topics. Basically what I was saying is that because Moonknight is like pretty overtuned right now, he can get a lot of value for extremely simple. Not a lot of people want to play him, like main him, because he has a low skill ceiling and there's not a lot you can do to push the character, but people will gladly just switch on to him. And you know, in my experience, usually they do well because he's extremely simple, but obviously there are the players that are bad at the game, so they'll swap to Moonknight because, you know, he's easy and they put up absolutely no numbers. And like, you just watch their gameplay and you know that there's just nothing going on in that head, bro. Because what? You basically can autopilot the character, but they take it to another level because they'll just miss all their shots, and if they're not shooting at an Ankh, bro, they just hit nothing, right? Moonknight's average accuracy is like 31%, and yes, it's true that if you're shooting at the Ankh, it doesn't count because you're not actually hitting anybody. But that's where it differentiates from good Moonknight players to bad ones, and there's not a lot of differentiation. It's just whether they can aim or not. But like, realistically, Moonknight's such a simple character. I feel like there's not a lot to talk about here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what y'all expected out of this video because there's not a lot to talk about, bro. Moonknight is so simple that I feel like the comments said, there's nothing going on in there. You feel me? It's just shoot at Ankh, get ultimate, use it during support ult, bro. Like, anyways, shit, I don't know. Let's get on to the interview. Now, for the interviewee today, he was low-key hard to find because, like, bro, gun to the back of your head, name 2 Moonknight players that main him. You can't. So, Celestial 2 with 30 hours on Moonknight, his most played character, we have Kui. Now, I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but you know, game is game. Let's get into it. So, what, you're a Moonknight player?
I used to be. I still play him here and there, but he's pretty ass. Okay.
Type shit. Okay, so can you like just introduce yourself for me?
Hey guys, my name's Kelly. I'm like a semi-pro Overwatch player, but that game low-key sucks.
Type.
So I've been grinding the shit out of this game.
I bet. So like, how familiar are you with Moonknight? Like, do you play him often still, or like mostly in season 0, or like what?
It's most of my games. Most of my games are Moonknight, and like,
okay.
I log into a game, and they ban my Moonknight. That's like
tight.
That's like what it is.
Okay, so like, where do you see him in the meta? Like, do you think he's as good as everyone says, or is it harder in higher ranks, or like what?
He's definitely harder in higher ranks right now. He's just like, I think he's just okay. Like, I wouldn't be mad seeing him, but like, if I swap to him, I'm low-key getting shit on by like good players.
Okay, do you think Moonknight has a high skill ceiling? Like, do you think you could push him farther, or?
Not really. I think it's a pretty easy character.
Okay, tight.
I play him because it makes people get angry. That's all that matters to me.
Alright, that's valid. That's valid.
When people say he's like brain dead, he's less brain dead than they think, but he's still kind of brain dead low-key. Because you're just kind of just shooting the tanks.
So one thing I noticed while trying to find people for this video is that nobody actually mains Moonknight. Like they only just play him or flex to him or swap to him. Why do you think that is?
It's because if you one-trick Moonknight and the enemy just swaps like Psylocke and they have a really good Psylocke on their team, you're going like 0-10, and that's just not fun. That's just not fun.
Okay. Alright, and the last question I got for you is one word of advice for all the Moonknight mains.
Moonknight mains?
Like all the one tricks.
Let me think about that one.
Alright, but I got you.
I think you ban Spider-Man.
Really? You ban Spider-Man?
Like unironically, that's the play. Like I started doing that recently. There's like a 1 in 100 chance they have a Spider-Man player, but if they do, you're going 0-100.
You think Spider-Man's the biggest Moonknight counter?
Biggest Moonknight counter on my mom.
Interesting. Okay. I appreciate you.
Alright, thanks, bro.
You want to plug anything before you go?
Follow my YouTube, follow my Twitch.
Alright, bet. Type shit.
Alright, see you, bro.
Appreciate you, gang. I got you. So, one of the things that he said that stuck out to me is that Moonknight is an okay character. Now, personally, if you ask me, bro, Moonknight gets way too much value for how easy he is. He's like a top 3 DPS. But what do I know? Because I'm GM2, hard stuck, and he's pushing Celestial 1. But anyways, another thing that he mentioned, which definitely makes sense, is that Moonknight gets worse the higher up you go. Which makes sense, because he's definitely a simple kit, which is, easy to play around. So as the players get better, you can play around it better. But speaking of that, just a little tangent, do y'all like it when I get high ranked players for these interviews? Because that's what I've been trying to. Everyone that I've interviewed so far has been GM and up. But should I get like a plat player or like a silver player for the next interview? Just like show all the ranks. Just let me know in the comments. But anyways, I think this also ties in to why nobody really mains Moonknight, because eventually in the high ranks, when players can play around it, you're gonna get countered, and it's better to just know him as like a flex pick rather than main him, because you're putting your time into a character that doesn't have a high skill ceiling. Also, was that segue not amazing? But yeah, that's basically the Moonknight video. There's not a lot to talk about. And speaking of that, bro, as y'all know, y'all pick the characters that I talk about the most, like commented character. I'm gonna put a poll up and then y'all vote for that. Can y'all lock in on these characters? Look, to be fair, this is the first time, this is only the second video, but Moonknight, bro, yes, Moonknight's popular, so this might get a lot of views, and I appreciate that. W looking out. But come on now, what am I gonna talk about on Moonknight, bro? I'm gonna need some more insightful characters up on the poll next time. But yeah, real shit though. Like I said, 10K by end of February. I need more motion so I can get more people. I'm not gonna say who, out of privacy, but just let it be known that I did reach out to more Moonknight players and I definitely got egoed. So type shit. Peace.